This conference will now be recorded.
So in the last class, we have started with the scanner class. The main use of scanner class is to accept the input from the user. So whenever you want to read some values to the variables from keyboard, we make use of scanner class. And we have seen the control statements like if statement. Today, let us move to the next one. Next control statement, switch statement. The use of switch statement is, it is used to choose an option among the given set of options. When some options are given, among that when you want to choose only one, we make use of this switch statement. Like example, when we go to ATM machine, you can find some options like withdraw, mini statement, pin change, balance inquiry, like that. Out of that, how many options can we choose at one time? Only one. So for such cases, we go for switch statement. You can select. It is mainly used for menu driven applications. Mainly for what type of applications? Menu driven applications. The syntax of switch statement is, we use a keyword switch and we go with an expression, open and close curly braces. We use a keyword case and option 1 means if the value of expression is matching with option 1 value, then colon, then we execute the statements present under option 1. Once we execute the statements of one option, if you don't want to go to other option statements, then we use break. Break is used to come out of switch. Case option 2. Case option 2, we go with the statements of option 2. Case option 3, statements under option 3. Break. Like that, you can say case option n, statements under option n. We are having one more keyword, default. Statements under default. Here, let me explain again. So the main use of going for switch statement is to choose an option among the given set of options. It is mainly for menu driven applications. Now, so the syntax is, we use a keyword switch and we pass an expression. If the value of expression is matching with option 1 value, it will execute the statements of option 1. Then by using break, it is going to come out of switch. Means if you don't want to go to statements of other options, we use break keyword. If expression is matching with option 3, it will execute the statements of option 3, comes out using break. If expression is matching with option n, it will execute the statements of option n, comes out using break. If expression is not matching with any one of the options, then it will execute the statements present in default. So when it goes to default, when expression is not matching with any one of the options. Now, let us suppose if there is no break here. If there is no break, let us suppose if the expression is matching with option 1, then it will execute the statements of option 1. Since no break, it will even go to statements of option 2. Since no break, it will even go to statements of option 3. And when it sees break, comes out. So if no break, just it is going to execute the statements of other options until it sees break. Document these words. And switch statement. If expression is not matching with any one of the options, then it will execute the statements presenting default. It will go to default. Should we write here default compulsory means optional? So default is optional, like else. For if, else is optional. Similar way, in switch statement, default is also optional syntactically. One more important point. Should we write default only at the last means? Not required. So default can be anywhere. It can be anywhere in between the cases. You check it today. So generally we write at the last, but syntactically default can be anywhere in between the options. Default can be what? Anywhere in between the options. Default can be anywhere in between the options. What is the use of break here? Break is used to come out of switch. Break is used to come out of switch. Then, if break is not used, then it will execute the statements, present in other options, until break. If there is no break, what is going to happen? It is going to execute statements of other options until it says break. Then the next important statement, expression should be of type integer. The expression what we pass to switch statement should be of what type here? Integer type. Then, very important statement. Means we can even pass byte, short or character also. Because of implicit casting, these values can automatically get converted into integer. Then, from Java 7 version, expression can be of type string. From Java 7, what feature it got added? The expression can be even what type? String type. Like example, take a string fruit equal to some apple, then you can say switch of fruit. And you can go with cases here. Case apple. You can go with the message. SOP means system.out.println to display messages on screen or the value of variables. So in SOP will print apple. Then break. Case mango. Statements under this. So this feature got added from which version? Java 7 version. The expression can be even what type? String type. Now, any questions up to here, anyone? So let us take one example today, and even I'm going to take one more good example in tomorrow's class in do while loop. Something realistic example we'll be seeing in tomorrow's class. Now, let us go with an example code. Write a program to accept two numbers and display the following options. Means menu. Options are like 1 add, 2 subtract, 3 multiply, 4 divide. Display result based on the user choice. To display the result based on user choice. Like example, if we take two numbers like n1 as 10, n2 as 5, and if our choice is 1, then what should be the value of result here? What is the value of result here? Anyone?
15.
15, right? The value of result is what? 15. So 10 plus 5, 15. Because choice is 1 means we should add it. So 15. If our numbers are 10 and 5, and if the choice is 3, then what should be the value of result?
50. 50.
Right. N1 is 10 and N2 is 5, and if choice is 8. So do you have any option 8 here? No.
No.
There is no option 8. Then we have to display the message invalid choice.
That should be in default.
Right. We should
That
do this problem. Yeah, default. Good. Now let us write this code. I'm going with the program name as calculator.java. So where we are writing the code in Eclipse IDE, let us open Eclipse. Here we have to choose a directory as workspace. The meaning of workspace is a folder where we can create our Java projects. So for this batch, I'm working in C drive 2022 Java Online 16. That is our batch number, and Java programs. Any folder you are wish, whichever the folder you want to work, it's up to you. In this, we have created a project, my project. So in this project, let us create a new class. So whenever you want to create a new Java program, we have to create a class like this. Right click on project ends in new class. Let us go with the name calculator with main method inside. Now, so whenever we want to read input from keyboard, we have to create object of its class, scanner class. So this is similar to scanner function of C language. Scanner is equal to new scanner. We are creating object and we have to connect to keyboard. System.in represents keyboard. So whenever we use scanner class, scanner is a predefined class in Java present in java.util package. So just if you keep mouse pointer on this error and if you click here import scanner, it will write this import statement. So scanner is a predefined class present in java.util package. So in order to use scanner class in our program, we have to write import. So what is this package? What is import? Everything we'll discuss when we come to object oriented. For now, don't worry about package concept and imports. Now go with the message to the user. Enter two numbers. We'll say int n1 equal to s dot next int equal to s dot next int. Right? After accepting two numbers, now we have to display the message to the user what options to choose. So without displaying the menu, the user won't have idea what to choose. So display the menu. One means add, two subtract, three multiply, four divide. Right? After displaying the menu to the user, now display the message to the user, enter a choice. And we'll store that choice into ch variable like int ch equal to s dot next int. So based on the data type of variable, by using scanner class object, we have to call the respective method here. Since all are integers, we are calling next int. Now after accepting choice from user, we have to check what is the value of ch. How to check? Switch of ch case 1 means if you are giving the option as what 1 indicates what add. So what we have to do? Result equal to, we have to just add the two numbers. After adding two numbers, we don't want to go to other options, so we come out of switch using break. Case 2 subtract. So result equal to n1 minus n2 break. Case 3 result equal to n1 into n2. Case 4 result equal to n1 by n2 break. And default means if the user goes with any other option, we are having only 4 options 1 to 4, but if a user enters any other option other than 1 to 4, will display the message to the user invalid choice. Now if you observe, we are getting the error under result variable because we did not declare that variable. Declare it. So we can declare the variable result. Now the error will go off. Once we come out of switch, we will display the value of result here. That's it. Now observe one more very important one. In line number 24 under result, we are getting error here. The reason is, if I go with the choice as 8, these 4 cases will not get executed. It will go to invalid choice. Then once we come out of switch, if you try to print the result value, since there is no value to result, but you are trying to print it, and the point I've given what in the last classes, whenever you take a local variable means what? A variable which is declared inside a method, we call it as local variable. If you are trying to use a local variable without having any value, this is an error in Java. In Java, we cannot use local variables directly without having any value. If you are trying to use, it goes with error. So local variables need to be initialized. Then only the error will go off. Run the code. Class for 2 numbers will set 10 and 5. To say the option 1, result is 15. To run the code again, 10 and 5, and if the option is 3, run the code again, 10 and 5, and if the option is 8, we get message invalid choice. Then result as what? 0. Now, clear up here everyone? Any questions? Right? No. Yeah. Hafiz, any questions? Shiv, any
No, I'm
questions?
good. I'm good. Thanks.
Okay.
All good.
Right. Now, understand now carefully. Once we display invalid choice, we don't want to display the result message here. We don't want to display a result. Then what to do is, once we display message invalid choice, we don't want to continue with the remaining piece of code. Then here we have to use a predefined class system with a member exit. And to this you can pass any integer value, positive or negative. So this method, exit method of system class, is used to comes out of program, terminates a complete application. See now, when we run, if I go with the 10 and 5, and if I say 8, it will display only the message invalid choice. What is the use of this system.exit method? To come out of application. Now, if I take two numbers like 10 and 5, our two numbers are 10 and 5, and our option is 1 now. Our option is 1, but there is no break here. Then what is the output of this program now? What is the output of this code?
15, 5.
No, because you are printing result only one time. You are printing result what? Only one time here. So what is the final value of result it is going to
5.
print? No. Yes, think. Once we come out of switch, what is the final value of result will be in this case?
2.
2.
Very good. 2. The value of result is what? 2, because see here. We are having the result variable, right? We are having the result variable. Initial value of result is what? 0. Then the numbers are 10 and 5 and choice is 1. So when it comes to case 1, the value of result will become what now? 15. 10 plus by 15. Since there is no break, what is going to happen? It goes to even case 2. So when it goes to case 2, the value of result will become now 5. Then since no break, it will come to case 3. The value of result will become 10 into 5, 50. Since no break, it comes to even case 4. the value of result will become now 10 by 5, 2. Now it says break. When it says break, control will come out here and executes this line. The value of result, what it's going to print, 2. So what's the meaning? If there is no break keyword, it just goes to other option statements until it says break. When it says break, comes out of switch. Clear this point, all of you?
So even if the break is not there at the last point, it goes to
If there is
infinite
no
loop.
break, if no break, then 2 and invalid choice also you'll get. You'll get even invalid choice. But will this line get executed now?
No.
Will this line executes? No, because we have used what here exit. So we will get only message invalid choice. Got it? Because we are terminating after displaying invalid choice. Clear, Shiv?
Yeah, good.
Right. Now run this code and check it. So
But the output is supposed to be 2 and 2.5, isn't that?
no,
Just because
why
like it
2.5?
doesn't come like we didn't ask for a double, so that's why it's just giving 2, right?
So you did not follow the operators properly. Result is what 2. So why? Because numerator is integer, denominator also integer. So when the numerator is integer, denominator is also integer, it is going to take what? Quotient. It takes only quotient. If both are floating type, then it will go either if numerator is floating or denominator is floating or both are floating, then you will get 2.5. Clear?
So like in another way, as I was mentioning, since we are not asking as doubles, that's why it's giving integer.
Integer, because both are integers here.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, if anything is float, then you, as you said, you will get 2.5.
Got it.
Okay, right. So this point I have discussed it when I started with operators related to this quotient and reminders. So I'll be taking one more good example related to this switch statement in tomorrow's class, something realistic example I'll be taking. Right. Now, let us move to the next one, loops. Just a minute, everyone. I'm back here. Now let us go with the next one, loops. The main use of loops is whenever we want to execute statements repeatedly, we make use of loops. You can see loops are used to execute the set of statements repeatedly when the condition is true. So whenever you want to execute statements repeatedly based on the condition, when it is true, we make use of loops. We are in three types of loops. They are while loop, do while loop, and for loop. While loop, do while loop, and for loop. So today let us see while loop, and in tomorrow's class we'll discuss do while loop and for loop. With that we close basics part tomorrow. Let us initially go with while loop. The syntax of while loop is we use a keyword while and we check a condition. We use a keyword while and we check a condition. Then here we go with the statements like statement 1, statement 2, like that, statement n. So here, when this condition is true, this set of statements will get executed. After that, again it goes back and check the condition. Again, if the condition is true, these statements will get executed. Like that, it repeats, and when the condition is false, comes out of loop. Like example, we want to display the numbers from 1 to 10. So what is the value which we want to print first? 1. So take a variable, initialize the value to 1. Now print it. Print it. So what is the value it's going to print for us? 1. What is the next number we want to print here? 2. So how to make I value 2? Which operator is used to increment a variable by 1?
Plus plus.
Plus plus. So what we have to use here? Increment operator plus plus. So when we say I plus plus, I will become 2, print it again. SOP I, which prints 2. Again I plus plus 3, print it. So print increment, print increment. Since we want to repeat these two statements, keep it inside the loop here. Keep it inside the loop. Then now when we go with the loop, we have to apply some condition here. So in our example, we want to print up to 10. So go with the condition as I less than or equal to 10 here. Here let me explain once. First I is 1, 1 less than or equal to 10 s. Then SOP I, which is going to print 1. Again I plus plus, I will become 2. Goes back to condition 2 less than or equal to 10 s. Then SOP I, which is going to print 2. Again I plus plus 3, 3 less than or equal to 10 s. Then it's going to print 3. Like that 9. 9 plus plus, sorry, like that it's going to print 9. 9 plus plus 10. 10 less than or equal to 10 s. Then it's going to print 10. Now I plus plus 11. 11 less than or equal to 10 false, comes out of loop here. Now, if you want to print 1 to 100, then what changes we need to do in this code?
We have to give 100 in place of 10.
Right. Instead of 10, just replace with 100. That's it. Right. Now, let us do some example programs using while loop. Write a program to display even numbers from 1 to 100. We want to display what? Even numbers from 1 to 100. Means how the output should come. What should be the output here?
2, 4, 8.
2, 4, 6, 8 like
6
this. 8.
up to 90.
What are even numbers? The numbers which are divisible by 2 are even numbers. Means when you divide a number by 2, if the remainder is 0, then we say the number is divisible by 2. And which operator is used to give remainder? Modulus, percentile symbol. Let us go with the code even.java. Right click on project and say new class even with main method. Now for this program, do we need to use scanner class? Do we need to use scanner class for this program? No, right?
Yes.
Because when we run,
No.
what do we need? When we run directly, it should display the output for us. Directly the task is given between 1 to 10. So no need to use scanner class because here there is no user input here. User is not giving any input for this program. So no need to go for scanner class here. So directly we'll take the variable I equal to 1. Then we'll say while I less than or equal to 100. Then I plus plus. The loop repeats for how many times?
100.
Depend on 100 times, right? So
Right, in this example 100 times, because we said I less than or equal to 100, so the loop repeats for 100 times here. Now, where the number is present in I variable. Now check whether that I is divisible by 2 or not. How to check? If I mod 2 equal to 0, when you divide I with 2, if the remainder is 0, that means I is even. I is even, then print it. System.out.print the value of I. So see how the output will come. The first I is what? 1. 1 less than or equal to 100? Yes. Comes to if condition, 1 mod 2 equal to 0? No. Then will it do any print operation now? No. So it will come to I plus plus. I will become now 2. 2 less than or equal to 100? Yes. Then 2 mod equal to 0. Now the condition is true. Then it's going to print I value which is 2. Then again I plus plus, I will become now 3. 3 less than or equal to 100? Yes. 3 mod equal to 0? No. So no print operation. So goes to I plus plus, I will become now 4. 4 less than or equal to 100? Yes. 4 mod equal to 0? Yes. Then it's going to print 4 like this. 4, 6, 8 like that. 98, 100. And when I value becomes 101, 101 less than or equal to 100 false comes out of loop here. Now see when we run, get the result here. But is this output readable for you? Are you able to understand this output?
No.
No, right? So there should be some separator between the values. So how to add a separator? By adding a space here. So we are adding a space between the values. There. So we get space between the values here. We run, we get space here. What is the difference between print and println? Print means same line. The output will come in same line. And will I say, if I say println, then we get the result as 1 by 1 like this.
Right.
It's going to break the line. That's the difference between print and println. Right? Now here I want to display these values separated by comma. Here we are adding space, but I want to display these values separated by comma. Then what we should do?
We should give comma in system in print line, like
Right.
Between the
Within
space.
double
yeah,
Between the
we have to
space.
use comma.
inside
Yeah,
the
right. We have to use comma here. Right. Now, see now after adding comma, now when we run, see the result? The values are separated by comma, but after last number also you are getting comma, which is not good. Right. So
Yeah.
now it is task for you. Now it is task for you, internal task. You need not submit back to me. So it's an internal task to you. You can even browse in Google, no problem. We want to display these numbers separated by comma, but we should not get comma after the last number. Okay, so it's an internal task to you. Browse it in Google or do whatever it may be. Try to find the solution for this. Okay. Now, if you want to print odd numbers, then what changes we need to do in this code?
Condition I mod 2 is equal to 1.
Right, that's it. I mod 2 double equal to 1 or not equal to 0. Then which displays odd numbers. Let us go with one more example code. Write a program to find sum of given 10 numbers. We'll be going with any 10 numbers. For the 10 numbers, we want to find the sum of it. Let me get the logic from you. I'm going to give 5 numbers to you. I'll give 5 numbers. At the end of 5 numbers, you say the sum of it. But you should not write numbers anywhere. You should not write the numbers anywhere. After 5 numbers, you should say the sum. My first number is 5. First number is 5. Second number 8. Third number 6. Fourth number 4. Fifth number 7. What is the sum?
30.
30. Very good. What is the sum here? 30. Right? So what you did? When I said 5, we remember 5. When I said 8, what we have done? We have taken that 5, added to previous 5. Now we remembered the latest sum 13. When I said 6, we have taken new number 6, added to the previous sum 13. Now we remembered 19. When we said 4, we have taken new number 4, added to the previous sum 19. Now we remembered 23. When I said 7, we have taken new number 7, added to the previous sum 23. Now we remembered 30. Did you do the same process, all of you? Right? Get the logic from here. So what is the logic? Whatever the new number I am giving, take that new number, add it to the previous sum, put the result back again into sum. Whatever the new number I am giving, add it to previous sum, put the result back again into sum. There. When we have taken first number as, yeah, yes, please.
One quick question. Sorry for interruption.
No.
So like after, so we get like 5, 13, 19, and 23, as well as 30. It's given, but for the other one, which is 8, 6, 4, 7, those are adding number, right? In this case,
Those
like
are
how
your
we are
any
getting.
number. So this is our numbers. This is our numbers.
Mm-hmm.
These are numbers what I'm giving.
Okay.
Okay. Remaining all are sums here. We are getting the sum value. So when I said 5, second number 8, what we do? We add it. After adding, we are getting 13. Then third number is 6. What we are doing? We are taking 6, adding to previous sum, and we are remembering 19 now. Got it? The flow? What you are doing?
Got it. Got it.
No. So what we are doing? Whatever the new number I am giving, add it to the previous sum, put the result back again into sum. So when we have taken first number as 5, when we take first number as 5, we should add it to previous sum. So the initial value of sum should be what here? We take it as 0. This is the logic of any sum programs. What is the logic of any sum program? Take a variable sum as 0. Whatever the number we are getting, take that value, add it to previous sum, put the result into sum. So this is the logic of all sum programs. Let us write the code. Sum 10 dot. I click on project and say new class sum 10 with main method. Now, here we require scanner to take the numbers from user. So go with scanner class. Create object of scanner class. Connect to keyboard. Now go with the variables like number I equal to 1. I acts like a counter here, and n is the variable to store the numbers entered by user, and take a variable sum as 0 initially. Now take the loop while I less than or equal to 10, as we want to go with 10 numbers, then I plus plus. The loop repeats for 10 times. Now inside the loop, go with the message, enter a number. We'll say n equal to s dot next. What is the formula? Whatever the number we are accepting, take that number, add it to the previous sum, put the result back again into sum. That's it. Once the loop is completed, once we come out of loop, just print the value present in sum. Let me explain. Initially I is 1, sum is 0. 1 less than or equal to 10, yes. Then it will ask for a number. We'll say the number as. And what we have to do? Take that sum equal to initial value of sum is 0 plus 5. Now the sum will become 5. I plus plus. I will become now 2. The loop repeats 2 less than or equal to 10, yes. Again it will ask for a number, we'll say now 8. Take the new number 8, add it to the previous sum 5. Now the sum will become 13. Again I plus plus 3. 3 less than or equal to 10 s. Again it will ask for a number, we'll say of 6. Take the new number 6, add it to the previous sum 13. Now the sum will become 19. Like that it continues. When a value becomes 11, 11 less than or equal to 10 false comes out and prints the value present in sum variable. Let us run this code. Let me go with the numbers like same 5, 8, 6, 4, 7. Up to now the sum is 30. Let me repeat same numbers 5, 8, 6, 4, 7. The sum should be what? 30 plus 30, 60. Right? This expression we can even write using shorthand operator like this. Sum equal to sum plus equal to. If there is same variable before equal to and after equal to, we can write sum only one time. And what is the operator we are using? Plus. Then you can convert as plus equal to. Clear everyone? Any questions? Let us go with one more example code. Write a program to find biggest of given 10 numbers. You want to find biggest of given 10 numbers. Let me get the logic from you. My first number is 5. Then which is big? Since there is no other number to compare, we'll say 5 is big. Second number 8, which is big? 8, right? Then third number 6, which is big?
8.
8. Next number 12, which is big?
12.
12. Next number 10, which is big?
12.
12, right? So what we are doing, whatever the new number I'm giving, if n is our number, what is the new number I'm giving, you are checking whether it is greater than previous big or not, right? What is the new number I'm giving, you are immediately comparing whether it is greater than previous big. If it is greater, what you are doing, you are making that number as big, right? Whatever the new number I'm giving, checking whether it is greater than previous big. If it is greater, immediately you are making your number as what? Big. So this is the logic of all big programs. Big 10. Click on project and say new class big 10. Import scanner. Create object of scanner. Connect to keyboard. Go with the variables like number I equal to 1 and initial value of big we are taking it as 0. Hit the loop while I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. The loop repeats for 10 times. Now inside the loop, go with the message, enter a number, we'll say n equal to s dot next. After accepting number, we have to compare now. If our given number is greater than previous big, if the new number is greater than previous big, then make your number as big here. Make your number as big. That's it. Now, once we come out of loop, just to print the value present in big variable. Let me explain. First, n I is 1, big is 0. 1 less than or equal to 10 s. It will ask for a number. We'll say now 5. N is what? 5. 5 greater than 0 because initial value of big is 0. So 5 greater than 0 s. Then big value will become now 5. I plus plus. I will become now 2. 2 less than or equal to 10 s. It will ask for a number. We'll say now 8. 8 greater than 5 because big is 5 now. 8 greater than 5 s. Then 8 will come and store into big. So the value of big will be now 8. Again I plus plus 3. 3 less than or equal to 10 s. Again it will ask for a number. We'll say now 6. 6 greater than 8? No. So no change to big will remain 8 only. Like that, the loop repeats. When value becomes 11, condition is false, comes out. If you are totally new, please practice it so that you can remember very easily. So go with some numbers. Out of this, which is a big value? 543, right? Any questions, anyone? No. Let me go with the assignment. Write a program to check whether the given character is vowel or consonant. For this, we have to use switch. Write a program to find sum of even numbers and sum of odd numbers from 1 to 100. So for this, we should take two variables, sum even equal to 0 and sum odd equal to 0. If the number is even, add it to sum even, else add it to sum odd. Write a program to find smallest of given 10 numbers. I've shown how to do biggest, to try to do smallest. Write a program to find sum of digits of a given number. What do you mean by sum of digits? If you take number as 1, 2, 3, 4, what we should do, we have to pull out one digit and add it. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which results 10. Right? So try to do this one. So any questions, anyone? So I'm repeating once again, whenever you are submitting assignments, always go with a new compose message. Always go with a new compose message, and in the subject line, give it as assignment 2. Go with a new compose message and give subject as assignment 2. Do not reply to the mails where I'm sending documents and recordings. Other things you can ask, but when you are submitting assignments, do not reply to the mail where I am sending documents and recordings to submit assignments. For assignments, always go with a new compose message. Clear? Right? So that's about for today. And just you can submit assignments just to my email ID. Just reply, just go with the new compose message, type my email ID and attach the files and submit. Yeah. In tomorrow's class, we'll go with the remaining part of basics where we go with the do while loop and for loop. Right? Yeah. Shiv, any questions?
All good.
Right. Good. Okay. So please go through the previous class recordings. If you are new to Eclipse, have taken Eclipse class also, how to download and install Eclipse and how to work with that. You can find in the recording. Just watch that. Then you feel very easy to work with Eclipse also. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you all and thank you all.